Hello and welcome, this is Noah with Nomad Gaming, and thank you for joining us for another Marvel Champions video. Marvel Champions is of course an LCG, a living card game produced and distributed by Fantasy Flight Games. We are excited today to bring you some gameplay, and because we have the release of the Incredible Hulk today, we are going to be bringing you his counterpart, She-Hulk, from our Justice build that was featured last week on the channel. Link to that will be on the screen soon, and we're going to take on, in the spirit of keeping all things green, we will go after the Green Goblin today. Let's get things set up here real quick. We're going to load up the deck into Octagon and bring you guys along to the party. We are going to take a setup. We're going to load Villain. We're going to load Mutagen Formula. Let's play with Goblin Gimmicks. We'll play on Expert. We will not play Heroic today. We're going to move some stuff around. This will get messed up in just a little bit, but I like to make things bigger, and hopefully it benefits you guys too. Alright, we have Green Goblin 2. He's got a when revealed, deal 2 encounter cards to each player, and we've got an Unleashing the Mutagen, so we're going to set up put a Goblin Thrall minion into play engaged with each player, shuffle the encounter deck, and advance to stage 1B. Let's see, let's look at all the cards in our deck here. We need to find a Goblin Thrall. They look like that. That's a Goblin Thrall. We will shuffle the encounter deck and advance to stage 1B. That gets 1 threat per player. And it says, when completed, each player in order not engaged with a Goblin minion must discard 3 cards from the encounter deck and put the first Goblin minion they discard this way into play. So we'll keep an eye on that, try to manage it. We've got a when revealed effect here, so we're going to take 2 encounter cards over here to the party. We are playing Jennifer Walters. She-Hulk, we've got our exciting Justice build packed in here for you, trying to manage the threat while dealing an incredible amount of damage with our signature pool. We will see how that shakes out and if we can manage that strategy today. We have a middling starting hand. The foiled is not going to stay, I would bet. 1-2 punch after you make a basic attack. Ready, She-Hulk. That will let us put a lot of damage on Green Goblin. Ground Stop, we're not going to play that on the first turn. Agent Coulson is a strong play first turn. Lets us get some thwart going on, and has the ability to fetch us out our only preparation card in the deck. Ground Stomp, that's the second copy of that. That's unfortunate. And we don't need to heal early on, so let's go ahead and get rid of 4. Whoa, pause, rewind. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll draw 4 for our mulligan. This is better. Focused Rage is going to give us the ability to draw, and we're probably going to have to not do Coulson or Daredevil because of that. We could go something like this. We can go Focused Rage into 1-2 punch, which I think is probably what we're going to do. He has guard, but we can do our trigger damage, I believe, straight to Green Goblin, and then, yeah, that's the plan. Alright, so it's our turn. Let's get to work. Let's play Focused Rage. We're going to discard all of our allies and go without them for the rest of the game, probably, because that's the way life works for us. We are going to flip. When she flips, she has a response, and she can deal 2 damage to an enemy. We'll put that on Green Goblin. We will trigger her basic attack, and that will deal 3 damage to Goblin Thrall. We will respond to the basic attack by playing 1-2 punch. We will ready, and we will attack again up here for 3. I am not going to draw the card right now, and we will draw the card later. No reason to waste the damage. We can't play the card probably, so we'll pass the turn. And in villain phase here, of course the villain phase, we're going to add threat to the scheme. We're going to get an activation from the villain for an attack He has a force response after he attacks. Place 1 threat on the main scheme. And so he is going to attack for 2. He gets a boost icon or a boost card. We are not going to defend. We've got 2 first aids in hand and a ton of health, so we're going to take that for 2 plus. We get to put Goblin Nation into play. Goblin Nation says each goblin enemy, including Green Goblin, gets +1 attack, so he's going to attack us for 3. We'll take 3 damage, and then we will add a threat to the scheme and get a counter card. So we have 3 encounter cards to deal with here. Let's see what we come up with. We've got a Goblin Soldier. He's going to deal 1 damage to us when we beat him. We have an Underfire, which surges and reveals the top card of the encounter deck, which is just our favorite thing to do. We have Death from Above. When revealed in hero form, Green Goblin attacks with +X, where X is the villain's stage number, so he's going to attack for 4 right now. He's going to take a boost card. We will take that damage as well. That attack is for 5. We will take 5 damage. And hopefully we get a Gamma Slam soon. And then let's see. Goblin Reinforcements. That's going to come into play. It says when revealed, place 1 additional threat here for each Goblin minion in play. There is 1. It takes 3 threat. We forgot to add our 2 per player to Goblin Nation. Underfire is gone. And now we have Goblin Glider. Attached to an enemy with the highest printed hit points without any other Goblin Glider attached. If you cannot, this card gains Surge. We could spend 2 to get rid of it, but it's just going to hang out up there. Alright. That's a turn. Well, Goblin is set up. We have no way to deal with threat. We are behind the 8 ball slightly, but we have options. Not really. We'll figure it out. We have Superhero Strength, which lets us stun an attacked enemy. We could stun Green Goblin. Probably gonna stun Green Goblin. Let's draw a card though. Alright, let's see. First, back to hero phase. Let's draw a card. We'll take a damage. We've used most of our health now. We have Legal Practice. That's going to let us take 1 threat off a scheme for each card discarded this way. It's got to be all of them, but that's good. Let's see. We're going to Superhuman Strength for 2. I'm gonna First Aid for 1, and just to give us some cushion. We will probably, let's see, let's attack Green Goblin and discard this to, oh, he got +2, and we'll stun him. So we had 18 hit points. We've dealt 10 damage. Everything bad is happening in the world over here. This one's got an extra encounter card icon. That's all kind of fun. And do we flip down? We're stunned. Not confused. I don't want to deal the threat. No, we're going to stay. We're going to stay. Let's stay. Alright. Let's discard illegal practice then if we're staying. Alright. Got another one. Fantastic. Looks like we're set up for a turn in hero mode. Or an alter ego form. Alright, let's see. We're going to add a threat. We're going to get stunned in. The Green Goblin stunned. He doesn't attack. Little Goblin attacks. We'll take that damage. We'll take 2 encounter cards because Goblin Reinforcements. And we're going to get an assault. The villain attacks us. He attacks for 2 + 2. And we shuffle that back into the deck. We are in dangerous close to dying here. Let's shuffle that guy back in. And we're going to have to recover. It's going to be a sad day. Villain's going to scheme here. Defeated the point of doing what we did anyway. Alright, and advance to the next scheme. This is going to mess up all of our pretty formatting, but we'll fix that fairly quickly by zooming in here. Alright, let's see. We've got Mutagen Cloud advanced to stage 2B. It says it gets 4 threat per player, and it goes +X for the number of goblins in play. And we've got 2. That's not great. We got a scheme. And we're going to have to go down to... We're going to have to flip. We're just going to have to flip. That's what's going to happen. We're going to have to flip. Alright. Hero phase. We've got legal practice and superhuman law division and downtime. This is all kinds of fun here. Before we go over, let's draw a card. Take a damage. Let's play downtime by discarding foiled. Let's play superhuman law division, discarding our strength. Let's flip. And when we're flipped over, we can recover for 7, right? Whoa, things are happening. Crazy things are happening. Stop it. Bad computer. Whoa, all kinds of stuff's happening over there. Alright, we can heal for 7, so we're going to do that. And we don't have a mental resource, so we can't do that. We do have legal practice, which we might use next turn, so we're going to hold that. And hopefully things work out for us here. Let's see. I don't know why Jennifer Walters has gone into ghost mode, but that's okay. Interesting. Alright, let's see where we're at. We've got to add a threat. We're going to scheme for 2 plus... We got 2 threat, actually. 2 plus nothing, but he comes into play engaged with us, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Total, we're 1 away from losing right now. We may be resetting very quickly and going after this again, but that's the life in Marvel Champions sometimes. Let's see what our encounter cards are. We do have to take 2 of them because of reinforcements. We've got another reinforcements, which gets 4 threat this time, and we got overconfidence, which says Green Goblin schemes. That's the end of the game. So we're gonna reset and try again. Let's get the reset on here. Game reset. Alright, we're gonna reload it. We'll run it right back. Same setup, same scenario, same deck. See what we can pull off here. Mutagen formula, Goblin gimmicks, expert. Alright, we're not going to move the anchoring around this time. Oh, bring you guys back. Let's see. Here we go. We're going to find a Goblin Thrall. One Goblin Thrall, close and shuffle. Put a Thrall into play. Deal 2 extra encounter cards. Flip that. Check our mulligan options. Keeping the double. Maybe getting rid of the legal practice. Concussive blow isn't useful right now. Endurance isn't bad, but not useful. Great responsibility. We will... We're going to discard that too. We're going to discard everything except the double resource. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's much better. Alright, we can stealth strike this guy, clear this. Happy days. I like this. This is much better. Alright. Let's play. Alright, flipping over. Deal 2 damage to Green Goblin. Attack. Nope, don't attack. Let's stealth strike for 1, 2, 3. That kills Goblin Thrall and clears 2 threat off of the scheme. Then we're going to play counterintelligence. and discard energy. Counterintelligence is going to let us manage our threat better. In just a few minutes, we will attack Green Goblin for 3 and pass the turn. Alright, advance the threat by 1, get attacked by Green Goblin, take the damage, 2 plus he goes into play. We'll get attacked by the Thrall 2. Then we will take an encounter card. There are 3 of those in play. The first is Shadows of the Past, which is awkwardly differently bad than what we had happen to us last time, but that's fine. Alright, we're going to take those, put them into our deck, shuffle that up, and see where we can play. Let's see, this comes out with 3/4 threat on it. 1, 2, 3, 4. We got a crisis icon, which is fantastic. That's sarcasm. Alright. Titania's in play. She attacks for a lot. We get gang up. That's fantastic. Alright, so we're going to take an attack from Goblin for 2 plus 2. That's 4. We're going to take this Goblin Thrall, and then we have to defend this because she attacks for 6, and we have a 2 defense. So we are at 12, and we'll go again on the villain schemes. Villain's going to scheme for 2 plus 1. Let's just go ahead and drop the counterintelligence to cancel that. 3, that stays there. And, well, we'll pass the turn. Alright. Fun, fun, fun. We could stealth strike here or here. Ba, ba, ba. Can't play Daredevil. Could concussive blow. To confuse somebody. He's got guard though, so we can't attack Goblin. I think we're gonna stealth strike the Thrall. Remove 2 threat from there. And flip. And pass the turn. We'll object to adding threat. Excuse me. We'll object to adding threat, and then the Goblin will scheme for 2 plus 1 and an extra boost icon, so he's at 3 and 4 and an extra boost and 5. And Titania also schemes, and that puts us at 7, so we're gonna advance to the next scheme, which creates a dire situation, but that's not terrible. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, we're going to take an encounter card. That encounter card says choose to spend 2 resources or give the villain a face down boost card. We will give him a boost card and pass the turn to us. Alright, in the turn passing Spirit, we have received our turn. Let's see, we can recover for 5. And we're gonna have to flip. We can Gamma Slam there. Let's do that. We're gonna flip. We're gonna Gamma Slam. Nope. We're gonna Gamma Slam Titania for 1, 2, 3, 4. She's toast. And that goes. And that's our turn. Alright, let's draw up. Next turn we can play Coulson and pick up a counterintelligence, which is good. This advances by 1 because there's only 1 goblin out. We get an extra boost card. He's attacking for 2 plus nothing. That's impressive. And then we're going to take an encounter card. It is Overrun. We discard the top 2 cards and put each goblin minion discarded this way into play. 1, 2. No goblin minions. Happy days. This gets 1 threat per player, and it has 2 acceleration icons, so we're going to get rid of that real quick. Alright, my turn. Back to me. Good things happen when it's my turn. Alright. Theoretically. That was hopeful thinking. Wishful thinking. Alright. Can't Fury, which is disappointing. So we're going to Coulson. We will look at our discard pile and get that counterintelligence back. I don't know why I shuffled that. It doesn't matter, but I shouldn't shuffle that. Alright, we're going to clear 2 threat off of Personal Challenge. We're going to clear 1 threat off of Overrun. We will pass the turn to the villain, draw up a couple of cards. We got Split Personality, which is useful. So we can flip. Yeah, this is what's going to happen next turn. Alright, we might be getting things under control here. Advance the threat by 1. Villain attacks. We'll defend with Coulson. Villain attacks for 4. Coulson eats that. And we get an encounter card. That encounter card says Green Goblin attacks with +X. So he's attacking for 4 plus 3. Well, that's the end of that game. Fantastic fashion there. We almost had things under control. Alright, let's run it back. Let's see what we can do here. We're going to reset and try again. Game, load deck. No, not load deck. Game, load deck. She-Hulk. And load villain and expert level goblin loaded and locked. Let's get us a thrall. Look at all cards. No thralls right there. There's a thrall. Close and shuffle. Got a thrall. Get 2 encounter cards. This is where this game gets unpleasantly difficult. Alright. Here we go. We've got a Stealth Strike again. This is our mulligan though. So let's see. We got a Stealth Strike. We can pay for that. We can get a Superhuman Law Division on the table. Actually, I think we're just going to keep all of this. Alright, let's play then. Alright, Superhuman Law Division for 1. Discard a mental resource. Remove 2 threat from a scheme. Flip. Deal 2 damage to an enemy. Stealth Strike. Clear you. Don't get the bonus threat, but that's fine. Attack for 3. Pass a turn. Ooh, focus rage. I'm liking this. We might be in a better position. You never really know. Alright, we're going to take 1 threat. We're going to get attacked for 2 plus 3. That's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We're going to take an encounter card. And no goblin minions, so that takes only 2 threat on it. And villain's going to scheme for 2 plus 2. That's 4. And Goblin Thrall, he's guarding, that's fine. Alright, pass the turn. Okay, so we could focus. I don't think we want to focus rage. I think we want a concussive blow. I think that's what we're going to do. Alright, let's attack there. Let's concussive blow. We paid for that with a fist resource or a strength resource, so we'll give him 3 damage and a confused. And then we're gonna flip and pass the turn. We will object to the threat being added. The villain will not scheme because he is confused. We will get an encounter card. That encounter card is an ICU. It says Green Goblin attacks if you're in alter uniform. Do not give him a boost card for this activation. So he deals us 2 damage. Alright, let's see where we are now. It should be our turn. We've dealt with our revealed encounter card. We need to clear some threat. We can do that by discarding this ground stomp. We can get down a Daredevil, which is probably a good thing to do, and we can keep a foiled in hand. Let's flip, deal 2 damage, get down a Daredevil. We'll keep this foiled and we'll cancel some boost icons in a second. We're gonna scheme here. He deals 1 damage to an enemy when he schemes. We will attack for 3 and pass the turn. Alright, and this advances by 1. Villain attacks. Villain is attacking for 2. I will take the damage and we will... Oh, there's no boost icons on that. Oh, there is a boost icon on that. We're going to hold that then. Alright, we're going to put this up here. This is the discard 2. 1, 2. We get a Goblin Soldier in play with us. And overrun. Alright, that's life. There we go. Oh, that doesn't... What am I doing? That was a boost card. That's a boost card. That's still on top of the deck. That's our revealed encounter card. It says Green Goblin attacks with bonus attack power. We will defend that with Daredevil. And that comes out. There we go. Alright. So Daredevil has... Actually, wait. No, I wouldn't have defended with Daredevil because I've got plenty of health and I can cancel. So we're going to take... No, it's a 4 attack. We did. Daredevil eats that for 4, and it's back to our turn. Alright, we can... What can we do? What can we do? We can attack for 3 and then stealth strike. Kills him and takes 2 threat. Off of there, and we'll flip and pass the turn. That's fascinating. Alright, let's see. We're going to advance the threat by 1, scheme for 2 plus nothing, but he shows up, so it's going to be 1, 2, and then 1 for the soldier scheming. Oh, I objected earlier. Objection sustained. Alright, objection sustained. We're going to see what we can do with an encounter card. It is going to be Death from Above. He schemes plus X. That's going to put us to the next phase. That's fine. That Thrall's going to be in play with us now, and we're on our next scheme. That is going to require us to do some things, but we can manage that, I think. We've only got to deal like 26 more damage to Green Goblin to win. Yeah. Great. Alright. Back to my turn. Alright, on my turn, we're going to Superhuman Law Division. We're going to recover 5. We will stun. And attack for 1. We'll flip. We'll deal 2 damage. Actually, let's not do that. Let's attack for 1 and deal 2 damage there. So we've got less threat going on in scheme. We'll pass the turn. We go up a threat. We go up 2 threat. Villain is stunned. Soldier attacks. And counter card comes out. And counter card is a thrall. That's okay-ish. Back to our turn. We can Fury, which is good. Then we can split personality. This is gonna be fun. Alright. So we're going to attack you. We're going to attack. We're going to scheme there. We're going to attack. No. Let's thwart. Then we're going to split personality. We're going to flip. No. We're going to flip. We're going to draw up to 6. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Then we're going to flip back. We're going to deal 2 damage. We will okay, let's see. Let's play the counterintelligence. Should we play the counterintelligence? It's not going to be the most efficient. If we play the counterintelligence, we only have 3 left. But if we play, I could play Hellcat and downtime, and then Hellcat can attack there, pass the turn, goes up by 2, he attacks us for 2, defend with Nick Fury, 2 plus nothing, Fury's down, attacks for 1, gets an encounter card. Encounter card is Goblin Knight, which we're going to want to get rid of. Lots of bad guys in play now. No guard though, right? Yeah. Alright, let's see. Pass turn. Alright, let's do things. I've got a 1-2 punch, so I can attack a couple of times. And or I can concussive blow. I think I just attack a couple of times. Let's do that. Let's attack here for 3, then we'll 1-2 punch. Then we will thwart for 2. Then we'll return Hellcat to our hand. Then we'll concussive blow. Oh, we 1-2 punch, so we readied and attacked again. And then we'll Mockingbird that away. And flip and pass the turn. We'll object to one of the 3 threat. He's confused. They both scheme. We get an encounter card. The encounter card is discard an upgrade or support you control. That's fine. We'll discard Downtime, which is a support. And pass the turn to us. And let's see what we've got now. Oh, we didn't draw our extra cards. So that means there's an extra encounter card. Discard X cards where double the villain's stage number, and any minion either take 3 damage or put the minion in play. Okay, so we gotta discard 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll put that in play, and we'll take 3 damage. Because I don't want to play with monster. Alright. Then we're going to our turn, and we have a full hand, and we have options. Alright, so I think we discard the first aid. I think we flip. I think we deal 2 damage here. I think that gives us a damage. We didn't heal. Did we want to heal first? I think we did. I think we needed to heal first. Let's just heal first. Then we flip, deal the damage, take a damage. Leaves us at 4. And we can stealth strike for 1, 2. Actually, no, we didn't want to heal the damage because we want to be able to attack. That's what we'll do. Alright, we'll stealth strike here and take 2 threat off, and then we will attack here. 1-2 punch. Ready, attack again. Kill him. Take a damage. Oh, we're gonna die. Alright, pass the turn. Managed to get rid of all of the bad things on the table. That goes up by 1 because there is only 1 bad guy on the table. And he gets to attack us for 2 plus 2 is 4. We get an encounter card. It's Villain Schemes for 2 plus nothing. Whew. We survived that. Alright. We're going to have to heal. Question is, should we Gamma Slam? And the answer to that is absolutely. I think we could go like this. Kill him, advance to the next villain. Deal 3 encounter cards. Oh boy. We've been forgetting some triggers. That's typical. Trigger forgetter. Oh well. Call me a cheater. I'm having fun. Hope you're having fun. Let's see. We're gonna Gamma Slam for 14. That's fun to do. 1, 2, 3, 4. Gamma Slam for 14 right there. And flip. And pass a turn. Fingers crossed, folks. Fingers crossed. Alright, advance the threat by 2. Scheme for 2 plus 0. That's good. Come on, go to 8. Alright, and he schemes for 1. And we get an encounter card. We have 4 encounter cards. First encounter card is find a side scheme. Oh, there's one right there. Side scheme revealed. When revealed, place 1 additional threat here for each goblin minion in play. We've only got 1 right now, fortunately. Alright. Number 2, card gains surge. Of course it does. Number 3, exhaust our card. That's not good. And we gain surge. Number 4, this card gains surge. Number 5, this card... he heals. And surge, reveal the top card of the encounter deck. This is why I hate expert. Alright. We got double reveals here. We got a Goblin Thrall, and we got our evil friend Titania. Oh, so bad. Epic fashion. We're getting crushed here. Alright, let's put those guys into the nope, not the discard pile. Put those guys into the deck and shuffle. Alright. And intimidation. Choose to either spend 2 resources or give the villain a face down boost card. Whew. Well, we need to play everything in our hand and heal some threat. So we're gonna give him a boost card. Alright, boost card it is. Hero phase. The game is perilously close to over. I mean, we can't do anything here to fix this, can we? No, I don't think so. We can go... yeah, this is so bad. Alright, so we're going to go Jessica Jones for 1, 2, 3. We're going to play counterintelligence for 2. And... that's not what we want to do, actually. Let's try that again. Alright, so we're going to play Jessica Jones for 1, 2, 3. Then we're going to Superhuman Law Division. We're going to Jessica Jones that away. We will... I mean, it's over. There's nothing I can do. See, when the turn ends, we're going to get 3 threat onto the scheme. I don't have 3 threat cushion. And epically failed fashion again on expert. I hate the expert cards. I just tell you, I don't think they're fun. They don't make me feel happy. And I like to play games that make me feel happy. Let's try... let's see, what else do we have? Let's see, we might have another build of She-Hulk ready to roll. Let's give us a reset and take a quick look at what options I have here. For some reason we have a She-Hulk leadership deck. Let's play that. Are there any more She-Hulk decks in here? Let's see, She-Hulk, She-Hulk. No, 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 no. No, 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 but She-Hulk leadership feels like it could be a fun toy. I don't know how old it is. Let's see. Might have something cool in it. Let's run that against the Green Goblin. Nobody ever said that's not fun. I might say that's not fun in just a second. Alright, we're running on expert again. I hate expert. If we haven't clarified, I play expert because people think that it makes for better gameplay. I just don't. Maybe I'm just not an artist. I haven't found my form yet. But let's see. All cards. We want to thrall. Where's you at? There you are. Close that. Take a couple of extra encounter cards. Put those over here. And I mean, there's nothing good about this hand. We'll discard you out of form. We'll discard you because I don't think you're going to do anything this turn. And we'll discard you because we're not doing that right now. And we'll draw 3 more. I don't know. We'll see what happens here. 2 threat per player on the scheme, and game on. Alright, folks. Let's try this again. We are going to see what shakes out. We're going to flip. We're going to deal some damage. We're going to attack. We're going to kill Thrall. We're going to play Maria Hill. We're going to draw a card. We're going to thwart with Maria Hill. And I'm going to split personality. We're going to flip back. We're going to draw 6. We will play an Avengers Mansion for 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll draw a card. Be cool if we could pop a ally out of the bin, but we can't. We've already flipped. We're gonna discard the ground stomp and end our turn. Alright, we got double make the call with lots of resources. Interesting. I don't know where we're going with this. Alright, add a threat, villain schemes for 2. Well, we're going to object to the threat. Villain schemes for 2 plus 2. That's 4. He's going to get an encounter card, totaling him up to 3 for this turn. When revealed, we are stunned. Yay. When revealed, we get to put bad things happening. Discard 2 cards. None of them are minion-y. Alright. Yep. That's the way we're doing it. Okay. Pass turn. Draw a card. That makes things interesting. Let's play Nick Fury. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2. We're going to draw 3 with Nick Fury, in case anybody's curious. Well, before we do that, let's flip. Deal 2 damage there. We are stunned, so let's clear our stunned. Let's thwart for 2. She passes into the next existence, but we can make the call for her. Paying 2. Drawing a card. Ooh, a tenacity. Alright, we're going to thwart again for 2. We will thwart with Fury. And I think we're going to go Hellcat here, don't you? We can make the call for Hellcat. Or we could just straight play Lockjaw and hold to make the call. Actually, let's do that, because then we can make the call Fury. Yeah, let's play Lockjaw for 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, there. Well, see what that does. We can defend with Fury. Alright, the threat goes up by 1 per player. Bad guy attacks for 2 plus a boost. We're going to defend with Fury. That's 2 plus 2 is 4. This guy attacks for 3. We'll take that. Then we're going to take an encounter card, which is a Goblin Glider, which is going to give boosted stats. But I don't feel like we're in a bad place. I can't get Fury. Alright, let's see. We're gonna draw a card. We're gonna make the call for Fury. Oh, forgot to get him out. Let's get Fury out. Let's just deal 4 damage with him. Then we can scheme. Let's do this. Let's scheme for 1, attack with Fury for 2, attack with Lockjaw for 2. Lockjaw's gone. Save Maria Hill and pass turn. Alright, advance the threat by 1, get attacked by the villain, defend that with Fury. Fury is going to take 2, villain heals 2 for the boost effect, and we get an encounter card. Well, Fury technically took 3, but it doesn't matter how much Fury takes. We got to discard till we find a side scheme. There may not be any more side schemes in the deck. We've had a couple. There's one. Each goblin gets plus, yeah. Alright, we'll put the whole deck into the discard pile. 22 cards. And pass turn to us. Yay, pass turn to us. Alright. We're going to draw a card, because that's what you should do when you have out an Avengers Mansion. Should we make the call Fury again? Haha! What this has. So we're gonna we can thwart for 2. We lose Maria Hill, but then we can make the call for Maria Hill. We'll draw a card. We're gonna Squirrel Girl. Should we Squirrel Girl? I don't think we Squirrel Girl. No, we do Squirrel Girl. Squirrel Girl can take the hit for us. That's in the bin. Squirrel Girl triggers. We deal 1 damage. We'll attack for 3. We'll Maria Hill for 2 off of the main scheme. She takes a consequential. Squirrel Girl will attack for 1. She takes a consequential. We pass the turn and we take 1. On the main scheme, we get attack. Squirrel Girl's going to take the attack. We're going to go with 3 plus 1 is 4. Squirrel Girl's gone. And an encounter card, which is a scheme for 2 plus 1. Whoa, come back. 2 plus 1 is 3. 1, 2, 3. Pass turn. Draw card. Draw card. We'll play Hawkeye. And the question is, do we strengthen numbers or do we manage the threat? I think we manage the threat. That's going to recycle. No, we're not going to do that. Let's strengthen numbers. Let's give us an extra encounter card next turn. But that's going to allow us to put Maria Hill into the discard pile, which is good. Let's attack. Now let's thwart. We should always manage the thwart if we have to. Alright, manage the thwart. Let's get rid of superhuman strength. We'll draw 3 on the ready here. That gets us make the call, which is good. But we're not going to play it because we're going to play Fury. Anyway, alright. Advance the threat by 1. Get attacked. We'll defend with Maria Hill. Comes into play against us. Maria Hill's gone. We'll discard an arrow to deal 2 damage. We get an encounter card, which we have 2 of now. That's Goblin Knight. Whoop. That's the wrong button. There we go. 2 damage on Goblin Knight. Goblin Thrall as well. He'll get 2 damage also. And when defeated, force response. No one revealed. Back to my turn. Draw a card. Alright. Split personality is going to be... Oh, that would be fantastic right now, actually. Let's attack you and take a damage. And then we're going to split personality and flip and draw 5. Then we're going to play Nick Fury. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll draw 3. Then we will play Mockingbird for 3. We'll stun the villain. We're going to flip back. We'll deal our damage to the Thrall. We will attack for 2. No, we're thwart for 2. If we don't deal the damage to the Thrall, come back, Thrall. Where'd you go, bad Thrall? Alright, you had 2 damage on you. So if we deal our damage here, then we can attack for 1 and clear you, and we can attack for 1, and we can thwart for 1. And then pass the turn. Okay. I like that. I like that. Alright, we're going to advance this scene by 1. we're going to get attacked. We're going to defend with Nick Fury. He attacks for 3, plus he heals 2. Oh no, he didn't attack. Wait a second. Timeout. He doesn't heal anything. That is our encounter card. Because he doesn't attack, he is stunned, and then this guy attacks. And when this guy attacks, we'll defend that with Fury. And then we get this. The villain heals X is double his stage number. So that's 4. That's fine. And we pass the turn back to us. We will draw a card. And then we have some options. Let's see. Let's make the call for Maria Hill. And we'll spend 2 to do it. Draw a card off of her. And we can attack and kill Goblin Knight. And I'm going to draw. And then we can play 1, 2, 3 for that. And then we'll pass a turn. Advance the threat by 1. Get attacked. We'll defend with Mockingbird. Attack is for 5. Mockingbird is down. We get an encounter card. The encounter card is a Goblin Thrall or a Goblin Soldier. We'll pass the turn back to us. And draw a card. And let's see. Threat for 2. Take a damage. Thwart for 1. Take a damage. Make the call for Fury. One, 2, 3, 4. And then we will deal damage with Fury. Or draw with Fury. I think deal damage. And then we'll attack with Fury. Clear that. We'll attack with She-Hulk. We'll exhaust Helicarrier. Play first aid for free. We'll heal 2 off of She-Hulk and pass the turn. Alright, advance the threat by 1, get attacked, defend with Fury. Fury takes 1, 2, 3, 4. This card gets +1 boost icon. Nope. So he takes 4, but he's doing anyway. We'll get an encounter card. Our encounter card is a Goblin Thrall. And we'll pass turn to us. We'll draw a card. And let's deal, let's see, we're gonna just start, we're gonna deal a bunch of damage. So attack for 3 here. 1-2 punch to ready. It's free because I exhausted Helicarrier. We'll attack for 3 here. Then I'll 1-2 punch again. And then I'll attack for 3 again. And I will play Endurance and pass turn. Okay. We advance the threat by 1. We get attacked. I'm going to defend with Hawkeye. That's 2, 4, 5. Hawkeye down. Get an encounter card. Encounter card is a Goblin Thrall. I'm going to pass the turn. Draw a card. Let's play Superhuman Law Division for nothing. And attack here. And thwart there. Let's flip. Let's play Hellcat. And draw all cards. Alright, so we're going to have an extra encounter card. We object to the threat being added. Villain schemes for 2 + 0. We get an encounter card. First encounter card is a Goblin Glider. This card gains Surge because there's already a Goblin Glider. Under Siege, we're going to reveal 2 cards. Of course we are. Alright, when revealed, Goblin attacks you. So he's going to attack for 3. We're going to get a Goblin Minion. That guy's gone. That guy's gone. This guy is... When revealed, discard X cards where X is twice the stage number. Put all the Goblin Minions engaged with you. We're on 2, so we're going to go 4. So we pick up 2 more. Goblin Thralls. And it becomes our turn. Alright, this is managing out a lot better than the last one. Let's see where things go. I'm gonna draw a card. That's what we're gonna do. We're gonna draw a card. And then we can interesting. Alright. Let's see. Let's flip. Deal 2 damage. Attack. Attack. We can 1-2 punch to ready. We can attack again. Then we can actually, before we do all that, let's have done that. Then we that way we can do this more efficiently. So we'll flip back. We'll draw 6. We'll play Mockingbird for 1, 2, 3. We'll play First Aid for 1 to heal Hellcat. Actually, let's play the first stage for free and heal Hellcat. There we go. The stun on Goblin. Then we'll attack Goblin and pass the turn. Okay, not bad. Alright, one threat we object to. He schemes for 2+1. He gets an encounter card to Goblin Thrall, which is fine. It becomes our turn. And we will discard a mental resource to remove 2 threat. We will flip. We will deal 2 damage here. We will attack here. We will attack here. He gets 3 encounter cards. And we will 1/2 punch for free off of that attack. We will attack again for 3. We'll play Squirrel Girl for 2. Draw a card. Strength in numbers. Play enhanced physique and pass the turn. That's a good turn. Alright, we're going to advance the threat by 1. We're not going to get attacked because he's stunned. We're going to deal an encounter card. There are 4 of them. We have allies. We've got a Goblin Meanie. We've got a Goblin Knight. After Goblin Knight attacks you, do bad things. We've got Pumpkin Bombs. After he attacks us, bad things happen. We've got Hysteria. Attached to Green Goblin. When Green Goblin schemes or attacks, give him an additional boost card. Spend mental resources to get rid of that. Okay. That's good. Pass the turn. We need to do 17 more damage, which we have 4, 5, 6 on the table right now. Alright, let's go. Nobody's got guard, right? So that's 1. She's gone. Fury. For 3, 1, 2, 3. And we'll deal 4 damage. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I think we've got it here. Let's try it. Let's go Maria Hill. Whoa, wait, no, not yet. We Squirrel Girl for 1, then we Maria Hill, discarding Squirrel Girl. Then we Maria Hill attack. We'll attack for 2. We'll attack for 1. Oh, we don't have it. This is going to be risky. Alright, we're going for it. 3. Pass the turn. Whoa, that was sketch. We shorted ourselves some damage. Alright. Threat advances by 1. Villain attacks for 2, 3, 4, 5. We're gonna get pumpkin bombed. We're gonna defend with Fury. So he's done. Oh, there's 2 boost cards because of Hysteria. He's done. Pumpkin bombs triggers. We take 2 damage. This guy attacks for 1. This guy attacks. Then we have to discard the top card of the encounter deck, and if it's a goblin minion, it comes out 2. It's not a goblin minion. Alright, that's 2 more damage onto She-Hulk. We need an encounter card. That encounter card is Goblin Soldier. Still no guard, which means we're going to take him down right here, folks. And that is a happy day for us, focusing on managing our threat up here and then smashing as a good Hulk would do. Alright, let's take a little bit of a victory lap here. Well, or not. Let's just blow him up with Fury. 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll look at all cards. Play Fury. Fury deals 4 damage. That's 20 total health damage. And that's the game. Alright. Well, rough start to today's play session. The Justice build wasn't really stacking up against this particular setup. I've enjoyed playing it with other setups. Haven't played it against this before, so maybe it's a little bit of my gameplay errors. Probably heavily my gameplay errors. But, you know, leave a comment. Tell me what I did wrong. I'm appreciating learning from you guys as you help me improve my gameplay. Hope you enjoyed watching this. Hope you're ready for your Hulk Hero Packs. And until next time, folks, let's go game.